Crab Nation, world, what's popping? What's going on? The story I'm about to talk about right here might just make you sick to your stomach. I'm going to show you a picture of this gentleman right here. Why did I just say gentleman? This goddamn less of a human being is an animal right here. You can probably tell that I'm a polite person. I call this idiot a gentleman. But this dude right here not only raped his 6-month-old son, but he infected him with the HIV virus. Now, it don't get no worse than that. It just don't. I mean, of course, he could have killed him, which he, should have did anyways, so he could have got life in prison, because they probably ain't going to give this son of a bitch, life in prison. They should give him the death chamber. That's what they should give him, because he didn't ruin a young man's life, a little baby's life, I should say. He gave him HIV. This is a kid who ain't even going to have a chance, to like catch HIV himself if that's something he wanted to do. And which ain't cool for all y'all that don't know that, because I know it's probably a few people who don't know that, having unprotected sex ain't cool. Unless you're in a relationship with a person and you guys been together for a long time, and that's another video. Regardless of the fact, this man right here has sex with his child. That's the first charge right there. Hitting with sexual assault on a baby, on an infant. Ain't even a toddler, an infant. This baby's 6 months, probably just not opening his eyes. Probably just not eating baby food. This baby ain't, had real world in him for a year. And he's been raped by his punk ass so-called sperm donor. That's what I'm calling him, sperm donor, because it ain't his dad. And we already know it ain't his father, because you got to be a real man to be considered a father. He's a sperm donor. He gave this dude HIV. That right there was selfish as hell. I just think that he should get the death penalty. Y'all know how I am. I just don't understand the people that say, Kevin, every time somebody rapes somebody, you say they should get the death penalty. Hell yeah, if somebody raped me, I think they should die. You violating somebody. Not only did you violate this baby, you gave him a disease that he can't get rid of. This baby cannot get rid of HIV. This baby might not make it to C5, might not make it to C10. This baby's going to have to be hooked on medicine for like the rest of his life, because his stupid ass dad didn't have nothing else better to do. It wasn't his baby's fault that he went out and caught HIV. And even if he didn't have HIV, you still raping your son. You sick as hell, man. That's sickening right there. I'm about to get out of here because I can talk all day about this. I can make suggestions, If it was up to me, I'd take his ass to the middle of Africa, where the lions, hunt, looking for water buffaloes and shit like that. Drop his ass off. They'll get a hold to him. And I hear lions walk around with HIV anyway, so it wouldn't be no thing to them for him to eat his ass alive. But please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Tell me your thoughts on it. What you think should happen to this man? Are you with me on the death penalty? Do you think something bad should happen to him? I'm out of here. Peace.